Hello students, today we discuss the new chapter of history, chapter 6, the first kingdoms of India. In this chapter we discuss about Janpada and Mahajanpadas, Magad and Vazi, and social, political and economic life during this period. In previous video we discussed about Aryans, and Aryans were settled in Ganga valley. They were divided into janas or tribes and ruled by Rajan. Some of the Rajans grew in size and came to be known as Janpadas, literally meaning the footholds of the tribes. अपना पैर जमाना. अब ट्राइब्स जो थे वो क्या किए, पैर अपना जमाए. कहाँ? तो इसमें से कुछ नाम आता, मगध, कोसला, अवंती, ये सब नाम हुआ. और उस समय में 16th महाजनपदाज हुआ करते थे, जिसमें से कि मगध जो था वो सबसे बड़ा था. ओके, ये 16th महाजनपदाज उस समय में, द लिस्ट ऑफ 16th महाजनपदाज exist in 600 BC. Archaeologists have excavated a number of settlements in these Janpadas, such as Purani Kila in Delhi and other marvelous things. Monarchies is a form of government. Here they rule by hereditary basis, means passing from father to son, and revenue are collected in people and the only honor of the king. Example of Magad and Avantika. Republics are ruled by a group of powerful people elected by the common people of the republic kingdoms. Examples of Sakyas and Lichvi in the 6th century BC, and Vazi with the capital of Vaisali was a republic. They were called the Rajas. The Rajas meet in assemblies and took decision through decision and debate. In the form of republic government, decisions are always taken by discussion and debates, where women, das and kamakaras are not allowed to the assembly. Buddhas, the founder of Buddhism, and Mahavir, the founder of Jainism, belong to these republics. And these are the difference between monarchies and republic. Okay. Now, the life of Mahajanpadas administration. Mahajanpadas has a capital which is protected by a huge wall of wood, bricks and stone built around. And the king was advised by the priest and associated by the ministers and atmayas. In the matter of war and defense, the army commander of Senapati is responsible. The king maintained large, well-equipped armies. Revenue maintain a big estate, and the maintenance of army, the king collect tax regularly. The tax were paid by the farmers, artisans and the traders. Taxes on crop were the most important because farming was the main occupation, and 1/6 of the total produce is as a revenue. Craftsmen used to pay tax from the free labor to the king. Taxes are labor and types of kind also. The pastoral people paid taxes in the form of animal and animal produce like milk, ghee, even as hunter and forest dwellers also gave taxes. Trade and commerce. Merchant and artisans live in these towns, and the association of these group is called Srenis. Trade and commerce flourished in this period because coins are developed. Metal coins made of silver and copper were introduced. These are called punch-marked coins because these metal were punched with the image such as fish, bull, elephant, etc. The introduction of money economy lead to growth of trade and commerce. And the society, you all know that society are divided into 4 varnas: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. And the life of the higher varnas, especially Brahman and Kshatriya, were guided by the concept of ashram, 4 ashram: Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanprastha and the Sannyasa. In next video, we discuss about this question answer of this chapter. Okay. Thank you very much.